In 2018, the US military cancelled the XM25, the world's first lightweight weapon utilizing smart technology. Shortly thereafter, the military introduced the Precision Grenade System, PGS, which is similar in performance to the XM25. The grenade can explode directly above the enemy's head, and it's no exaggeration to say that one PGS could replace 5 M203s. At the US Army Association's annual conference this year, PGS made significant progress. In this video, we'll discuss the role of the latest individual weapon, PGS, on the battlefield, and why the XM25 was cancelled. To enhance infantry firepower, the US Army launched the Precision Grenade System program in 2020. The goal was to replace the M203 and M320 grenade launchers with a similar function to the previously cancelled XM25, making it a precision strike weapon. The PGS program has already made notable progress. During the annual Army Association meeting in October, the PGS prototype was showcased, which resembles the AR-15 in appearance, with the stock and grip designed similarly. The layout of the upper and lower receivers also mirrors the AR-15, and the charging handle is located on both sides of the receiver. Additionally, a slanted rail above the receiver can mount the XM157 sight, a standard optical sight from the NGSW program, which includes the XM7 and XM250. The XM157 comes with a digital display, built-in environmental sensors, and a laser rangefinder, which can send climate data and target distance information to the fire control system's built-in ballistic computer for trajectory calculation. The PGS aims to develop a programmable airburst grenade that can detonate directly above enemy positions. By utilizing an intelligent optical sight capable of automatic ballistic calculations, the PGS significantly enhances accuracy. The PGS 001, introduced by FN's US branch last year, is similar to the SCAR rifle and also comes equipped with the XM157 sight. Currently, the PGS program is still in the bidding phase. Initially, 5 companies were competing, but now only Barrett and FN remain, while Rheinmetall US, Knights Technologies, and Vertical Precision have been eliminated. Rheinmetall US's product is most likely the SSW-40 from the parent company in Germany, but due to its large caliber, trajectory, accuracy, and portability issues, it did not meet the US Army's requirements. As for Knights Technologies and Vertical Precision, they were eliminated because they produce small caliber revolver-type grenades similar to the AA-12 paired with FRAG-12 grenades. The US Army's PGS project was initially based on the concept of breaching cover, but small calibers meant low power, which made their weapons unsuitable for real combat. As a result, only Barrett and FN's US branch remain, though both are still in the prototype stage. For example, the SSRS showcased by Barrett looks quite rudimentary, lacking even a magazine release button. So, it is still uncertain which company will win the PGS contract. It's possible that Rheinmetall, which had been eliminated earlier, might make a comeback. In terms of performance, the PGS is very similar to the XM25, which was abandoned. The question arises, if the US Army wants to develop such a precision grenade launcher system, why was the XM25 cancelled? How will the PGS perform in actual combat? When it comes to squad-level weapons, most people immediately think of assault rifles, squad automatic weapons, hand grenades, and anti-tank missiles. In fact, grenade launchers are also squad-level weapons, though they are less prominent. Since the Vietnam War, grenade launchers have been standard issue for some armies, used to strike open areas and enemy positions behind cover, or to target lightly armored vehicles. Simply put, the purpose of grenade launchers is to provide infantry with faster and more direct fire support. In urban combat, when enemy artillery is fired from outside the range of hand grenades or behind obstacles, conventional firearms have limited effectiveness. Infantry's best option is often to call in air support to cleanse the area with bombs or to use direct fire to destroy buildings. Alternatively, infantry can enter the building, but these are not always the best solutions. Using air support or artillery may be safer, but it lacks timeliness. By the time the fire support arrives, the enemy could have already moved to another location. With the rise of drones, soldiers can choose to use drones to enter buildings and target the enemy. However, due to power limitations, the effectiveness of drone-based strikes is still limited. Before drones gained prominence, grenade launchers were essential. With a longer range than hand grenades, the US Army's M320 grenade launcher, which attaches to the front of M16 and M4 rifles, has a maximum range of 400 meters and decent power. The only issue is that it is not advanced enough. This is something the US military recognized. In 1994, the US introduced the Ideal Individual Combat Weapon (OICW) program, which sought to develop a 5.56mm rifle combined with a 20mm grenade launcher, resulting in the XM29 assault rifle. The XM29 featured a zoom camera mounted on the rifle, capable of sending images to a special helmet, thereby expanding the soldier's field of view. The rifle also had infrared capabilities for night operations, allowing soldiers to fight in low visibility conditions. Additionally, the XM29 featured programmable grenades that would detonate at the optimal point, achieving effective airburst results. Despite its advanced features, the OICW program was eventually cancelled due to its complexity. Later, the US military separately developed the XM8 rifle and XM25 grenade launcher, but both were cancelled due to cost issues. When it comes to upgrading rifles, the US Army's final result was the XM7, while the grenade launcher became the PGS. The PGS program, launched in 2020, aims to develop a grenade launcher the size of a rifle that can precisely strike distant targets, targets behind cover, intercept drones, or destroy lightly armored vehicles. According to the US military, PGS must weigh less than 6.57 kilograms, have an effective range of over 500 meters, and the flight time of the grenade must not exceed 3 seconds when traveling 500 meters. PGS's primary advantage is its precision. As its name suggests, the precision grenade system is a high-precision weapon. Like the XM25, its ammunition is programmable and can determine when to fire, similar to programmable ammunition used by tanks and anti-aircraft guns, but in a smaller size. The US military claims that, compared to the current M203 and M320, the PGS offers superior killing power and precision, capable of ending firefights quickly. In terms of battlefield use, it is similar to the XM25. In practice, the PGS can easily strike targets hiding behind cover, greatly improving lethality and attack efficiency. Typically, infantry using grenade launchers can engage targets up to around 150 meters. For example, while the M320 has a maximum range of 400 meters, its effective range is only 150 meters. On the other hand, the PGS can target enemies at distances beyond 500 meters, ensuring maximum shooting effectiveness. One PGS can replace 5 M203s currently in service with the US military. Traditional grenade launchers, due to limited range and accuracy, can only fire grenades at buildings when dealing with enemies hiding inside. The PGS can do more. One shot can eliminate the target by detonating directly above them. Using advanced sighting and fire control systems, soldiers can control the PGS to explode above the enemy's head, neutralizing threats hiding behind cover. When the US tested the XM25, they equipped at least 5 XM25s and 1,000 rounds of ammunition to the 101st Airborne Division in Afghanistan. The soldiers were highly satisfied with the XM25. Intelligence reports show that in 9 different battles, the US military destroyed 2 PKM machine gun positions and 4 ambush sites using the XM25, forcing the enemy machine gunners to flee without a fight. The soldiers of the 101st Airborne Division even believed that the XM25 changed the game. In actual combat, carrying the XM25 alone was sufficient, and there was no need for an additional M4 rifle. Before the project was discontinued, the XM25 had not received a single complaint. Compared to the XM25, the PGS has a slightly larger caliber, 30mm, which gives it greater power, though infantry can carry fewer rounds than with the XM25. Its range is also slightly shorter. In terms of performance, the PGS and XM25 are not very different, and their methods of use are also similar. Aside from breaching cover, the PGS also comes with close combat ammunition capable of engaging targets within 35 meters, as well as armor-piercing rounds for lightly armored targets or anti-drone munitions to intercept enemy drones. Now, here's a question. Why did the US military cancel the XM25 in 2018, but immediately launch the PGS in 2020? Since they didn't abandon the concept of a precision grenade launcher, why cancel the XM25? One possible reason is the cost. The price of a single XM25 grenade was around $1,000, which combined with development issues made it quite expensive. According to US media estimates, cancelling the XM25 project saved the Army $970 million. In addition to the high cost, there was another interesting reason behind the cancellation of the XM25. After the OICW program was cancelled, the US military built the XM25 based on the OICW program and increased the caliber from 20mm to 25mm. However, creating and successfully developing a product are two different stages. Although the OICW had some results, the XM25 faced significant challenges in terms of cost, complexity, and overall feasibility for mass production. The PGS's development marks a significant milestone in the evolution of individual soldier firepower. It brings back the idea of a precision grenade launcher, but with advancements that address the flaws and limitations of previous models like the XM25. These enhancements make it a more practical and reliable weapon for modern warfare. Despite the XM25's initial promise, its cancellation raised many questions, especially given the positive feedback from troops who tested it in combat. The PGS, on the other hand, represents a streamlined version of the same concept, but with better cost-effectiveness and more realistic deployment in battle scenarios. The military's focus on reducing costs while maintaining high combat effectiveness is evident in the PGS's design. It uses programmable ammunition and advanced targeting systems that allow soldiers to strike targets hiding behind cover or in complex environments. This will significantly increase the effectiveness of infantry in situations where conventional grenade launchers might fail, such as urban combat or operations involving drones. As for the XM25, its complexity and the cost of its development and operation were key factors that led to its discontinuation. Despite being highly praised by soldiers for its accuracy and effectiveness, its price tag was simply too high for the Army to justify mass production and widespread use. The development costs of the XM25 far exceeded initial projections, leading the military to reconsider its long-term viability. On the other hand, the PGS is expected to be cheaper to produce, lighter, and more reliable, while still offering a significant leap in combat capabilities. With its emphasis on precision and fire control systems, it aims to provide soldiers with the tools they need to engage and neutralize threats at greater distances and with greater certainty of success. This could be especially useful in situations where traditional fire support or close combat is too risky or impractical. The future of the PGS looks promising, especially in terms of battlefield adaptability. By integrating advanced targeting optics and programmable grenades, it provides soldiers with a more versatile weapon that can deal with a wide range of threats. Whether it's striking enemies hiding behind buildings or engaging drones in the sky, the PGS could redefine how infantry units approach combat. In conclusion, the precision grenade system represents a major leap forward in grenade launcher technology. Though it is still in development, its potential to change the dynamics of infantry combat is undeniable. The PGS might not be a perfect replacement for the XM25, but it is certainly a step in the right direction. As the military continues to refine its design, we may soon see the PGS deployed in the field, giving soldiers a powerful new tool in their arsenal. What do you think about the future of precision grenade launchers? Do you believe the PGS will outperform its predecessor? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments.